Hello, Ben. Hello, Ben. Yes.
Hello, Ben.
Hello, Ben.
Hello, Ben.
Hello, guys. It's Ben here from Next Gen Base, and I'm here with Jonny,
Sup?
and I'm here with Andy.
Hello.
And we have decided to get together and let's look at.
We're looking at a game.
Let's
I'm
look
playing
at
a game. You're looking at it.
Scars Above.
That was good, didn't it?
So,
Yeah.
yeah. This is Scars Above, Andy.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So this is quite close to the start of the game. I mean, it is literally
It's
the
the
start.
start of
It's
the game.
literally the start of the game. So the story of Scars Above surrounds a science team sent to investigate a mysterious object known as the Metahedron, which has started orbiting Earth. So they go up in their little spaceship, try and figure out what's going on, but something happens and they've now been sucked into some kind of alien world which seems connected to the Metahedron. There it is, there's the Metahedron floating around, big old light going up to it.
How is this possible?
And you play as one of the scientists, Kate.
Kate Ward.
Kate Ward.
Yeah.
So your sister.
No.
No, okay. Who has found herself stranded on a mysterious planet, and now has to figure out what the hell is going on. Where's the ship?
Happening?
What's happening? Where's the ship? Where's her crew?
So I'm not
What is
gonna.
going on?
I'm not gonna lie. That does sound a lot like We Have Returnal at Home.
Okay, so it looks like We Have Returnal at Home.
Yes.
On the surface, it's actually We Have Metroid Prime at Home.
Okay.
So it's kind of that Metroidvania style game. It's a bit more linear, or at least sort of what I've played of it so far. It's slightly more linear than like something like Prime. It doesn't have that world that kind of loops back on itself. Having said that, I have found paths that are blocked off to me in the game, which I'm presuming I'm going to come back to at some point.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, it is more structurally, and I know we commented that when we saw the trailer. It did look a bit returnally, and you'll see why in a minute. It has gunplay, it has melee in the combat.
Yeah.
But it's more of a action adventure RPG with little bits of cosmic horror thrown into it. It's quite weird.
So like this, I've not heard a lot of buzz about this game. It is.
No,
it's coming from it's coming from a small team. It's like an independent studio.
Yeah.
And I think the way that it was pitched to us is it's kind of that lower priced double A game.
So it's RRP. It's coming out at 35 quid.
Okay.
Which, from what I've played of it so far, seems pretty damn reasonable because
Okay.
it's got some good stuff in it. I'm quite enjoying this.
Yeah.
I mean, with the embargo that we have, this will be going up around the time of the review.
Yeah.
So you can reread the review. Yeah.
The review will likely be up at probably around the same time, if not a little bit earlier. But it seems intriguing for sure.
Yeah.
And from what you've said about the gameplay, it sounds pretty interesting as well. So I think we're going to come up against some here.
Yes, we're so that was kind of like the little intro to the world, and we're now in what you would probably call the game proper. So you're getting all your achievements here as well.
Yeah,
by
I'm
the
getting
way.
all my
your
achievements, and they're popping up on my phone as well. Which
Nice,
is like,
okay.
why my phone's going a bit.
So these pillars are basically like your respawn points.
Okay.
So you activate a pillar, and it repopulates the world with enemies, as you do with these things. Immediately when I first hit that, I was like, "Oh, it's Dark Souls then, is it? It's a Dark Souls game." But it's not. It is definitely more of that kind of Metroidvania-y vibe. Okay. You have these pillars which kind of represent your restart points if you get killed. You've got these little puzzles as well where you come to parts of the environment, or like you have to do some research or something like that, and you actually have to like explore around and move stuff and pick things up.
Empty, but still useful.
And we
blade
pick.
in there as well.
There is. Where is it?
There.
I know. Should be trying.
Won't
to
let you have it. You're
It
not
won't
old
let me
enough.
have it. I need to pick
Is there something else that you need to do?
Maybe.
I'm not getting
Maybe.
through these vines without
You use that to get
I
through
think
the...
I need to activate that piece of dialogue. So
The wall
that
of vines.
I know that I need to get the wall of vines to... Yeah.
It knows you can't be trusted with sharp blades.
It does, yeah. Oh, okay. I literally just need to push the A button to pick up the cutting tool. There we go.
Welcome
that's
to
fine.
NGB,
Yes.
Video Game Experts.
Yes.
Video game pros.
I'm quite a way into this game, and I've clearly forgot that that's how you have to start the game. So now we have a melee attack that we can do just by pushing the right trigger,
Nice.
Okay.
and that gives us a way of fighting out
Ah, there's a little spidery
against
thing.
the spidery things. So when you kill an enemy for the first time, you get an opportunity to
Yeah, you can
scan
them.
it and find out information about it.
What is it?
Get an achievement,
Arachnid jumper.
an arachnid jumper, and you get a little bit of knowledge as well off the back of that.
It's like, I say it's like when a little spider's cold, you get a little arachnid jumper.
An arachnid hoodie.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when you do like a scan like that, it gets you a little bit of knowledge, which you get is basically the experience in the game. The more knowledge you get, the more experience that you can sort of level up, and you've got this tech tree, which you can put points into to get abilities like quicker reloads, various bits like that.
There's no obvious locking mechanism. Log entry. The gate has an internal conduction system. The 3 points on the rim seem sensitive.
And then you get these like
Targeted
little
blast
plants
of
around,
electricity could cause a reaction.
which
Give
Log
that a scan.
entry. This plant
you
doesn't
can
have any
get
chloroplasts,
extracts
which
from,
means it
and
can't
they
trigger
are
photosynthesis.
basically your ammo for your gun, which we found out is amusingly called Vera.
Ah, is this Vera here?
And
Wait.
you find these logs, which
Why is the storage box talking?
there's like there was a recording device on it
Okay.
that she found.
Oh, yeah.
And you as you're exploring the world, you find these logs from your crew, which lets you piece together this what happened to the ship
Is this
after
Vera?
you. This is Vera.
Come on, give us Vera. Let's shoot some
Ve-
things.
Vera Duckworth.
Vera, it's still intact.
There we go. So we now have the gun, Vera, which basically, as you go through the game, you'll find these different. Hello.
Whoa.
You'll find different things to add to it to give it like different elemental attacks, like
What?
fire,
Okay.
ice.
What the hell was that?
And you'll notice I was doing extra damage to the enemy there because it was in a body of water and I was attacking with electricity.
Yeah.
Which, if you attack a wet enemy, deals
Makes
extra
sense.
damage.
Makes sense.
So there's kind of like this elemental idea to it, and that kind of goes to the puzzles as well. And
Ah, okay, got
it's
you.
a bit handholdy to start with, but as you go through, you get your handheld less.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
and,
imagine most games
yeah.
are a bit like
Well,
that anyway.
yeah. That is video games in general, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so now we're sort of getting into it a little bit more with a few enemies and stuff like that. I will say it's a little framey.
It can be.
Yeah.
It's definitely worse on the Series S, which is what we're playing it on.
Yes, I
at
was
the
going to
minute.
say, like, you've played
the
most
Series-
of it so far
yeah.
on Series X, haven't you?
Series X
Yes.
performs a lot better.
Okay, that's fair enough.
There's definitely some optimization to be done.
I mean, it should be. We should say as well. We're playing this 2 weeks.
Ooh,
ahead
yeah, a
of
good couple of
embargo.
weeks ahead of embargo.
So,
yeah,
there's probably more to
yeah,
come in
definitely,
terms of
definitely.
patches and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I could see this as a sort of little double A. Oh, you popped him!
I popped the spider.
Bloody hell! It killed them all.
Yep. So you can do little things like that. So you find these. Oh yeah, I'm getting toxic now as well. Great, cool.
Log entry. Large joint-legged organism. The chemicals in its abdomen
Okay.
can create.
So as you kind of go through it, you'll find different like environmental traps that you can use against
The enemies.
the enemies, and there's these little side areas to explore as well.
Okay.
And as it goes on, the combat gets quite nuanced, especially when you're sort of fighting against bosses that require you to use different elements at different times.
Right.
To target different weak points.
Okay, that could be quite
expose different things. So there's a lot of really interesting mechanics at play here. Like I say, you've got your pillars there.
They're from the Hermes.
It's really generous with the.
It is generous with the achievements.
With the achievements. So now we have our first sort of impassable door.
Okay.
These little nodules need attacking with fire. So to open the door, we need to actually attack them with a fire weapon.
Need a fire gun.
We don't have a fire gun. We only have electricity. What are we going to do, Johnny?
The amount of times I've needed a fire gun and all I've got is electricity.
Called Captain Planet. Did they have an electricity one?
No.
It was earth, wind, water, fire, and heart.
It was literally heart.
Imagine being heart. Like just every time someone's spewing out like fire from their hands or whatever, you just got like someone clutching this still beating heart. Like, Kalima. Oh dear.
So this is a little foreshadowing there.
This is a biovessel for an indigenous creature.
A biovessel for an indigenous creature, highly combustible.
It contains an organism that is almost.
So,
When it says an indigenous creature, they mean an alien native to the planet.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Like them spidery bastards.
Them spidery bastards, indeed.
We were there just an hour ago. The whole place is covered with some kind of.
So this is where you start to piece together what was going on, and you start to realise that the captain
Ever since I left the Hermes,
went out to find out what was going on. But this seems to have been like weeks before
Okay.
you were
get
here.
it off.
So there's these little puzzles, like you can rotate objects to find other objects.
That's very returnally as well.
Is it?
Ever since he left the Hermes, but we were just there.
So we've got a thermic module now.
Enraged.
I mean, I'm not criticising the game for looking and taking some ideas from Return. I think it's just complementary to that. If anything, it's just I think this is a.
I think it's interesting that there are definitely some ideas that clearly were inspired by games like Returnal and Metroid Prime, but it does feel like it's kind of doing its own thing and it's building its own lore to a degree.
Yeah.
So we've now got.
When I was a kid, the book Don Quixote, I'd only ever heard it, like I'd never seen it written down.
So you thought it was about a donkey.
Donkey,
yeah.
Donkey Oti.
And then when I saw it written down, I was like, oh, Don Quixote. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I literally had the same thing. So So there we go. So we can attack those now, and not let them birth the spider bastards, as you quite rightly put it.
Yeah. But I like the atmosphere of this. I like the kind of feeling of the game, and I think this has bits that I like the look of for sure.
I quite like it, and it's got difficulty levels for if you want to find it, if you want it to be challenging, if you just want it to be mildly challenging. So you're kind of challenging.
Okay.
Savage.
So, is it mostly that kind of combat then? Sort of a few enemies at a time rather than being swarmed?
There are times where I have been swarmed, but
Okay.
as you go through the game, you get these devices.
Get better weapons.
So, you get better weapons, but you also get devices and like consumable items. So I've been picking up fiber. Okay. Fiber allows you to use consumable items, which do things like heal you. So you have like healing charges, but you also got you'll find an item that heals you to like a small extent, and you'll find an item that will enable you to negate any toxic effects and stuff like that.
Yeah.
From enemies, like the guys that spew out the toxic sludge. You can negate the build-up of that.
Okay.
And you also get gadgets which use battery power.
All right.
And they are things like a shield and a device that sort of sprays oil and stuff like that. And you can use those to
Are there devices available that allow you to talk and play at the same time?
Do you know what though? I at least
No,
you know,
I'm
hey,
only
hey,
messing. I'm only messing.
hey,
with
I'm
you,
old,
Andrew.
Benjamin. I'm old.
You are old.
And the idea as well is, you know, you kind of go off the beaten path and find the knowledge
Yes.
crystals, and yeah, you get more of an opportunity to level up then. So
So the incendiary
enjoying it.
extract. I'm guessing that's. Oh no, it did say obtained when you
yeah,
replaced it.
so the extract is the ammo for your
For your weapon.
your fiery bit,
Oh, that's cool.
and then there's a separate ammo for the
For the era.
Vivera, the Lecky gun.
They're on the other side.
Okay.
Piles of
No, I
bones
like
getting
what they're
fired.
trying to do here.
Yeah.
I think it seems alright. Particularly for like 35 quid. That's
Yeah.
a
I think
lot
it's
more
nice.
reasonable.
It's nice to see a well-made AA game
Yeah.
of this kind of caliber. You know, I was big sort of into sort of supporting like AA games. I have been since, you know, forever. You know, games like Primal and stuff like that. You know, the games that wouldn't normally get much.
Seems like this could be good Steam Deck fodder.
Yeah, it's coming out to Steam. At the minute, Valve has it listed as unsupported in the store.
Okay.
Obviously, that doesn't mean you can't try and run it.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, it might have changed at the time that we come to actually publish this video, because as you said, we're a couple of weeks out from launch at the time that we're recording this.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, there's a big lad. So cool. So that is
Scars Above.
Scars Above. That was
Yes.
the name. I was racking on my head. I was like, Sands.
So there we
No,
go.
Scars.
Resistance booster.
Oh, okay.
Negates effects of.
Yeah.
And now we get like a little wheel that we can choose our
Cool.
gadgets from.
Okay. So yeah, that's Scars Above. I think that looks all right.
You just shot that one in the back.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit cruel.
Kill or be killed, mate.
You
Absolutely.
don't know what his vibe was. You might have been alright.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, what? Because he's ugly. That's not fair.
Why have they all of a sudden got little? Oh, that's showing that they're wet, isn't it?
Yes. So they get these status things. You're going to finish this video at some point.
I very nearly made a horrendous joke then, but I'm not going to do it. But yeah, I think that's probably a decent spot to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, one to keep an eye on. I mean, I say the full review will be live at pretty much the same time as this video, so go check that out on the channel and on the site. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see some more videos coming very soon. Leave a comment if you if you've got any thoughts on Scars Above, and we'll let Johnny do his thing. So ring the bell and tick the button that says that you want all the notifications and all that stuff.
That's
And,
the important thing.
Until then, we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.